Mm-mm. I was just looking at my eyebrows because me and Coco were talking about them, and it's been almost 3 years since I got them done, and they still look really darn good, y'all. It was like, yeah, it's been 3 years almost since I got my microshave. Why do I have? Maybe I need to put some moisturizing. Okay, anyway, this is an unedited LuuLuu, and it is going to be a busy unedited LuuLuu. Just so get ready. Get ready. Don't go anywhere because I got a lot in my head I want to talk about. Because sometimes I have these unedited LuuLuu moments before I film, and I be thinking about stuff, and it's saying, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I forget, but I'm not gonna forget today. Maybe. Let's start with the story time, though. Hold on. Why should be sending me video calls from upstairs? That was B. Anyway, so let me give y'all the story time. So, see, this is what happens when you watch TikToks or videos and you be hearing stuff and you be like, oh, let me try some shit. Y'all know we all do this, right? So I saw somebody on TikTok and they was talking about natural deodorant. And I said, you know what, maybe I should try one. Now I am very basic when it comes to my deodorant. I know people be buying all kind of shit and using all different stuff, but this is what I use. I use Arm & Hammer Powder Fresh. I don't need my underarms to smell like nothing but powder. And that's just it for me because I don't need scent radiating from my underarms. Really, I just don't. I know people do it because I be seeing them and they be like, this fragrance. I'm like, no. Okay, but anyway. So this girl young lady was talking about this great natural deodorant. It was so good and it was so good and it was so good. So I said, well, I'm gonna try this shit. I'm gonna try it. Now I know people say you should detox your underarms, but you know me, I was like, whatever. So I ordered it. It got here. And so I just decided yesterday that I was going to put it on. Y'all, it was not even a minute before I was like, what the fuck is going on? All I felt was this fire from under my arms. So I rushed to the bathroom and I take off my shirt, and my underarms are inflamed. They are red. I see bumps raised, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? So then I rush and I take warm, washcloth with warm water. I'm pressing on, still ain't help. So then I use my charcoal soap. My charcoal soap did the deal. So I wash that off and then put anything else on. So now I've been walking around with no deodorant on for 2 days, but I don't smell because, whatever. It ain't like I was doing anything that was gonna make me smell, but just in general, you know what I'm saying. It's not like my pits be like funky as fuck. So anyway, so that was my adventure in trying this uh one. And if you're gonna ask me, because somebody's gonna ask me, it's called Mag Soul. It's a magnesium deodorant. I was like, okay, this smells good. Didn't smell too bad. I was like, okay. I'm gonna try it again though, because I said maybe I'm gonna try to detox my underarms like they say you should. See if that helps. Because I got decades of fucking aluminum. I got decades because this has been okay. So that was that. So that's what's happening. So now let's just talk about me not really being around on any of my platforms lately. Yeah, really, I haven't. I'm kind of like sporadic right now. But let me tell y'all. So for a lot of you all know, most of you all know that I've been in a master's program, um, so I could finally getting my licensing in order for teaching. I've been teaching, but I wasn't licensed. So now I want to be licensed, because I want to be able to teach in any state that I want to. I need to be able to move it around, and I need to be licensed. You know, so I'm finishing up my master's program, and it's been a little much, and I didn't think about it, but you know, I had to make the decision. Okay, stop, get this shit done, because I was running behind, and luckily they look. We need teachers, honey. They like, just get the shit in. We give you just get it in. So I've been working on getting it in. I have one last paper, my capstone, that I'm trying to get done this weekend because we have extra time, but I really just want it done. I just want to say I am done. And so I really haven't been putting out any content, but in my head, there's a lot of content going on. It really is. Now, let me just talk about this for a second, though, and before I get into some other things, that here's where my struggle comes. The struggle comes from me being on social media and having to get past some of the things that who I am, right? And what I mean by that is I have never been somebody that followed people. I don't like to be part. I've never been in the crowd kind of chick. I just really haven't. And so I have to get out of my head. Like when I see a lot of videos coming up, it's summertime. Everybody gonna talk about summer fragrances. But it's like in my head, if I haven't done it, I see like all these coming up. It's like never mind. Ain't no point in me doing it. Because in my head, it's like I'm just rehashing the stuff that everybody's talking about. But in reality, I'm really not, because I'm talking about it from my point of view with the things that I have. And of course, my collection, of course, is different than this person's collection or that person's collection. So we all have a different vibe and everything. And so I have to get out of my head, because to me, I've always been one of them type of people, like, I've always been ahead of the crowd, not part of the crowd. And that's just the way I've always been. I've always done my own thing. I didn't, even in high school, I was that kid. It was the 80s, honey. You could get away with that shit. So I'm not used to being somebody who's just like, okay, so coconut, let me say this, coconut fragrances. It's like, okay, I should do coconut fragrances, but then it's like, well, everybody does coconut fragrances. Why they want to watch? Who gonna want to watch me talk about coconut fragrances? That's what happens in my head, because I feel like I haven't done it in a timely manner. Like my timing. Like it's like, why am I gonna talk about fruity fragrances? Everybody fucking talk about fruity fragrances. They talking about shit that I got. Okay, so what? And then there's other things that they don't have that you. And then in my head, when I'm watching, I be like going through their list. I'm like, yeah, okay, but what about this? And so I have to get out of my head about those things, because it stops me from putting out content. It's like if I don't get it out by a certain time, I just be like, what? Anyway, don't. And this is, I know it's all in my head, so before y'all put in the comments, but we want to hear from you. I get it. I get it, because I understand, because I do understand that I do have things that are kind of popular, but I also have other things too, like we all do, especially when you get these big ass collections. And then I'm still, let me be honest. Let me just be honest with y'all. It's like, now that there are more women who we are doing, and I ain't been doing this for long. I've barely been doing this fragrances for the last maybe 3 years, because I really started talking about it at the end of 2019, before the pandemic hit. But it's like, I don't know. I just, the way it's shifting is like kind of like it's, I have to, okay, so I keep saying this, but here's what happens, is that the shift in it is about the popularity, and the shift is the mainstream, the trendy, like makeup. And so now we're getting in this space where it's all about people pushing out, I got the newest thing, I got the newest thing, and talking about the newest thing, or whatever's in, like the Kayalis, or the Donna Born aromas, or whatever, anything that's super, super trendy. That's what everybody is talking about. And Sol, the Sol de Janeiros, anything like that. And so it's making it where I have to just get past the the what's the point, because sometimes it does feel that way, because that's pretty much what the or let me just be real talk, or the, and wait until I say this and explain, the posturing that is coming up in the female fragrance community. You know, like if you think about the older people who've been in it, like Arlene from Delicious Delights, Beauty Meow, people like that, they're just doing their thing. They buy what they want. They talk about things in their manner, and they're just doing it, right? And if they buy things, because we know Beauty Meow, she spent some coin, but it's you know that's just her thing. Um, Now it's becoming more popularity. It's becoming more kind of like a flex. You know, like people, you know, like everybody's trying to run out and get the cool fragrances and flex and have all the niche, the you know, the popular niche, or what's, you know, trending in the niche or whatever. And it's not about what you like. I don't, you know, it's more about being able to flex what you have, the muscle, the fragrance muscle. That's what I've been feeling. Maybe I'm just tripping, but that's the way it comes off a lot. So let me sit back because I think I'm too close anyway. So that's what I'm, and so that is a conflict for me in my head, because I'm like, do I want to like be rushed? Do I want to feel like I'm doing this too? Do I want to feel like I'm trying to, like, you know, be a part of that? Like, for instance, let me give you an example. Now I have almonds, right? I bought it because it was cheap. Let's just be honest. I got it on such a fucking great deal. I had to buy it. And now, you know, people are talking about it. It's like, do I really want to talk about it that much? And it's like, girl, you know you like it. You know, you know, whatever. But I just feel like me talking about it is just a redundancy. You know, it's like 15,000 people talking about it now. And so I have to get past that and just talk about it. You know, just be like, you know, talk about fruity fragrances or talk about my rich girl fragrances, and not go, you know, because many of us have similar tastes. So many of our things will be very similar. So it's like, so what? It doesn't matter. Just go do your thing. And so that is where I am working through it. So that's what I'm working through. And just getting through this last part of these last 2 years, because I didn't know, but I guess I have been like trying to do everything and not doing anything well, if that makes sense. You know, we try to do so much, and sometimes that means that we don't do anything well. And like I haven't been wearing my makeup. I haven't, you know, I just feel like I'm so out of sorts. It's okay not to wear my makeup, but it's like I'm just not wearing any. I'm not, you know, I feel like I'm not even putting forth any efforts to, like, I don't know. That's why, you know, so that's what has been in my head in the last few weeks. So like in my head, I have a whole lot of videos in my head, but I second guess myself. I'm like, they don't really want to hear about that from me. Whatever, you know. It's also, I think it also comes from, and this is just being honest, it's like sometimes you watch people that are popular and you going, why? Because I don't know, and that's not being judgmental, but it's like, why are they popular? And I think that's what has, because I've noticed, and just being real, like quite a few people, besides the ones who fell off once the pandemic ended, I've noticed that more people are not doing videos like they were. And I think it's like this burnout and this feeling like, why I've been doing this and no one's really watching me, or I'm not getting the traction that I think that I deserve, or I don't even know if it's deserved, because that's being presumptuous, because we don't deserve shit, but you know, a space if you make it. Um, but it feels like you're not making the traction. And so it's like, so why am I rushing to put out this content when it really is not that big of a deal? And that's just being honest. Um, because I know that for me, I know that I'm not necessarily the cup of tea that's popular. You know, like I said, I haven't been wearing my makeup, so I'm not glamorous. I'm not giving glamour right now. Um, I'm not rushing to buy the newest thing out, so I don't hit that niche, that little area. I'm not running. My coins ain't the ones to buy all this extremely expensive stuff and talk about. So I'm not hitting that. I'm not in that category. And I think that's what people have felt like, looking at what, and I'm just being honest, as a career, as a person who makes these things, you look at what people are watching, and it's like, and you go, so, and then maybe you'll do it. I don't necessarily do that, but then you do something like that, something similar with your spin on it, and no one watches, and it can be disheartening, and it can feel like, what is the point? Now let me just say this, let me just be honest. Some days I have been feeling like that, like, what's the point of me doing this video? I mean, it's just like, what's the point? Ain't nobody really gonna watch it. um the same 200 people gonna watch it, and don't get me wrong, I love y'all 200. I love my true blue hoes. I do love my true blue hoes. But it's like, if ain't nobody watching, what's the point? I could just talk about fragrances with my friends. I got a Discord group. I don't have to do all this. But I don't have anybody in my real life that I could talk about it with either. And that's the whole point of doing these sometimes, is to have that outlet. Because in our real lives, let's just be honest, you do want to meet people who kind of can relate, because in my life, of course, we know that nobody in my life has this kind of stuff. And when the people around you see it, they be like, oh my God, what is this? So they don't understand how it happens and everything. So you do want to have the conversations with people who understand that. You be like, ooh, listen, this is great, and want to get it and wear it and just be like, I smell so good. We all get off on that. So it's good to have that space where you could talk about it. So I have to get out of my head about, and it's hard to not care about the analytics, because that's what everybody talks about, your analytics, and how to grow, how to have a huge following, how to do this, how to do that. And that's kind of where we all stand, and we can all bullshit and say we don't, because I've always said that. Listen, at the end of the day, I want to be a large channel. What's the point of doing this if I don't grow into a large channel? There is none, other than, but on the flip side, there is some, because I have met incredible people, and I have made connections and friendships, some that are just virtual and some that are bleeding into my real life, where where you go and meet them or things like that, and talk to them on the phone and things like that. So those are the things that make it worthwhile on a personal level. But from a cranking out videos all the time, that's the part that you go, okay, do I need to do this anymore? Do I need to? And it's so easy to just stop, because I ain't gonna announce it. I just kind of like get tired and just not do it. But that's what happens, and you can feel the burnout. I've been doing this stuff since 2017. Yeah, I've been doing this for like 6 years, doing videos, doing live streams. And even though I enjoy them and it is a social outlet for me, I could just do live streams and just chill and just be done with it. But there's this other part of me that says, you doing this shit, you want to see an end result. You want to see that you're, that all of this that you're doing has some value besides you doing it. You want to see people watching it. You want to see you making some type of money off of it to justify it. And that's what it is. It's the justification for it, because that's really, boom, that's really where it is, the justification. Okay, so without me saying all this shit, I keep forgetting. Let me start telling y'all. So I've bought some things. And okay, so okay, ramble. Let me say 20 something. Okay, so I bought some things. So I'm gonna tell y'all about them. And let me tell y'all. So let's just talk about how this began. So blame it on Mother's Day. Let's just blame it on Mother's Day. There was something that went on with my brain around then, and it was just crazy. But anyway, so my plan was just buy my plants and everything, because I'm trying to do something in my yard. So I overspent on that too. So I was like, okay, I need to get dirt, I need to get, I need soil, I need this, that's what I was doing first. But let's start before then. Let me just get y'all together. Let's talk about what I bought in the beginning of the month, and then we'll talk about the debacle of what happened. Okay, so beginning of the month, this was for my birthday. I bought myself Blush of Dawn by Dream House of Curio, because this was on my list of things. And I'm loving it because it's got the pink. I didn't know it was going to have the pink, but it makes sense. Blush pink, right? So I wanted this, got it. And then Vincent was so kind to gift me for my birthday Candyman Blackthorn, which has just come out. Love it. This was not on my list again, but I'm so glad I have it. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. I gotta wear it, but this is definitely more of a kind of fall fragrance. It's very deep. It's got honey in it. So anyway, there's that. Then I also purchased these because they were on sale, and I was just like, what the heck? I gotta get them. So I got Melody of the Sun, because people have been asking me about Melody of the Sun. I have been going back and forth, but then I decided to get it. I will talk about fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so I like it, but it does have a strong lavender. And so what I did with it, because on my skin, on paper, didn't get the lavender as much, but on my skin I did. And so I had to put, I think I did something to sweeten it up. I either did vanilla or I did or something. No, I did pear. So I did pear with it. Really was cute. So that was that. So there's that. And then I got, because I've always heard about this and everybody talks about it, and I don't normally care about this stuff, but I was like, damn it, I should have it. And this is Terracotta La Parfum by Guerlain. And it was a good price. It was like $80 on Fragrance Spot. So I was like, just go and get it. Let's just go and get it. And so we got the Terracotta La Parfum, because I want to smell sometimes like a rich white woman who have no cares, who have no financial cares, who spends her days going to lunch with her girls and doing social events, charity events. That's sometimes I need to smell like that. Okay. So that was okay. That was what I was cool right there for. Hadn't spent too much money. I was like, okay, good. We're doing good. Don't forget to hydrate. Then had the plan, buying plants. Lost my mind on those two. I think I'll show y'all a picture at some point. I don't know how I'm doing it. And that's another thing. It's like people are like, we want to see what I am terrible at filming shit. I really am. I just don't do good at it. Like stuff like that. Like, see, I could sit here in this chair and do it, but the whole moving about, and I think it's also because I really don't have anybody to help me. It's like, so do I just throw this camera here and then I just do something? Because I don't have any like, oh, I'll do this shit on my own. Okay. So anyway, I was like, okay, so I'm good. I bought, a few things, and I said, this is what we doing. And then I don't know what happened, and this was not even supposed to be bought. This is the first one that I bought. Was not even supposed to be bought, y'all, because I was waiting for the sale. I know they're gonna have a sale, and if they have a sale next week, I'm gonna be real irritated. But I was waiting for the sale because I wanted this, but I said, just wait for a sale. And I don't know. I think the Mother's Day, because I'm a mama, I'm a grandmother, and all of a sudden I said, get yourself some shit. My brain said that. I did not have that conversation. I did not. I swear I didn't. This was some unconscious brain shit that went down with me. And all of a sudden, shit just went awry. And so, first one was Tonka Azure by Pearlescent Parfums. Like I said, I was getting this. This has champagne, blueberry compote, black currant, rose water, iris, neroli, sandalwood, tonka bean, patchouli, and musk. And baby, this is good. Blueberry and champagne. Come on, y'all. If that don't say I need to have it, I need to have it. So I got it. I got her. And she's pretty. And I will eventually do my Gallagher and Pearlescent Parfums. I promise y'all I will. See, this is the things. It's like I have all of this, and I have listen. I got over 500 fragrances. Did you see how I said that really low? Because it's like, y'all know I got a lot. But it's like, I just never want to say the number. So anyway. So I got this. And she smells good. I'm not gonna spray nothing today. So that was that. Okay, so then I had that. And then I have a box, so that's gonna be my last one. I'm not even gonna talk about this. Box came last, but that was the next thing. Don't ask me. I don't even know how this happened. I just was like, fuck it, let me get it, okay? And then, what happened was I was on a live talking, and then and we all got carts, so I had some in the cart. I always had some in the cart. And so we're talking, and then somebody came in there and said, did you hear about this fragrance that Demi Rawlings was talking about? Quite frankly, no, because I don't watch Demi Rawlings, because quite frankly, I think no. I'm not gonna disparage her, but no, I don't watch her. So anyway, they were like, but they were like, I got it and it smells so good. And before it get, it's on fragrance net at a good price and blah, blah. So I looked up the notes. I said, damn it, I'm going to go get this. So then I put it in the cart because I already had something in the cart. So here's what I already had in the cart, which was Jasmine Exclusive by Mancera. Now, I have waxed on about this one, baby. Just know. I was going back and forth on this. Wasn't sure if I wanted it, but I am so glad I got it. This is a dirty, sexy jasmine. It's got oud, it's got leather. Then jasmine is hitting. Okay, but anyway, so that. Now what I wound up buying because of this was Musicology's Sun Goddess, which is right here. Beautiful packaging. I like let me show you. Simple. I kind of like simple ones too. They ain't got to be over the top, but I just like it's got the little medallion on it. So Sun Goddess by Musicology. There's a few more I probably want, but I stayed here. Sea, Soul, and Sand. Honey. So, because I am feeling the summertime vibe. So, I was like, summertime vibe, yes. And it smells so good. Now, I'm going to go back to the ones in the box, but I'm going to tell the story about this one next. So then I was in here trying to arrange some stuff, go through some stuff. And I started looking at samples because I know I personally have too many damn samples. I just have samples all over, sample. So I'm trying to really use the samples, try them out, see do I like them and all that, right? So I'm pulling out samples. I'm like, and I mean literally, y'all. I mean, some of the stuff I got samples on, you can be like, what? I mean, like, I got samples on stuff that I've been thinking about some of the stuff and been like, oh, I really want to try that. Or people talk about it and I'll be like, oh, I want to try that. And I got a fucking sample sitting right here. I got like Byron, Mula Extreme. People talking about that for a while. I got samples right here. Never used them. So anyway, that's another conversation. So anyway, I tried one of these samples, a couple of samples. I was trying some samples. And this thing right here was like, what the hell? You know how like you try a sample and then you go, oh, I need that. I need this right now. So so I'm looking and it's a big bay tendra nui. Tendra nui. Tendra nui. I think that's how you say it. I know it's nui. I don't know how to say tendra. Tendra? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm looking. So then, what's the first thing we do? We like something, we start looking it up to see what the pricing is, right? So I'm looking and I see that Lord and Taylor has it on sale. So I put it in a cart on Lord and Taylor, right? I don't even shop at Lord and Taylor anymore. Who shops at Lord and Taylor? So then I'm like, okay. So then so then I'm like, and then I'm about to check out and I said, Louise, stop yourself. Slow your roll, ho. Slow your roll, ho. So I said, stop that. So I'm not, so then I stopped myself from doing it. I walk away from it. I said, and here was my I said, listen, you'll find it at a good price. If you don't, then you just didn't deserve it. You just, whatever. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And so I just go about my, and then I open up my email like 5 minutes later, and these motherfuckers sent me a 20% off coupon. So I said, let me try this thing. Will they give me a 20% on top of this 30% off? They sure did. At that point, I couldn't resist. So I bought the bottle. And this is a beautiful rose. It's got almond in it. It's got rose. So it's powdery, slightly spicy from the pepper. And I didn't know what the bottle was going to look like. But look at how gorgeous this little bottle is. Look at how it is. Like a diamond almost. Okay. But anyway, so I got that. Now, I have a box here that I need to open. Because these came late. So I need to open this. Oh, it's okay. So I need to open this box and smell these. So we're going to do a first impression. Because now this was, and I will say, this was on my list of things to get. I'm trying to be a tad more intentional with my shopping. I'm not going to sit up here and say, act like I'm going to be an angel and I'm going to do it right. But, I'm trying to do a little bit better. I will say Jasmine Exclusive was always on my list because it was a man Sarah, right? My man Sarah's have gotten out of control again. I think I've bought like 9 new ones since the beginning of the year. Something like that. Anywho. So this was already on my list. I've been wanting to get these because it was like I needed, the completionist in me has been saying I won't feel complete until I get these, but now I'm not because there's a couple more that I want, but that's okay. This was on the first way, which means that I can finally do my collection video. See how all right, so this was a Joma shop. Ooh, I really like these bubble wrap bags they be sitting sometimes. Don't you like the bubble wrap bag? Because I hold on to these and then they didn't even seal it. So that means I could use it and seal it. Okay, so I've been going back and forth with these, and I blame one of these on Courtney and D'Angelo because they talk about this damn thing all the time. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, oh, it's so good. They're always wearing it. They're always talking about it. Let's have a little ASMR. I love doing this. Okay, so it is Nishane's Oolong Cha. Oh, I've never seen that. I like the side of this. This is so cute. Okay, so let's open it up. Nishane has really great packaging. It's kind of, black simple, but then you open it, it's like, huh, ooh, I don't think, what's going on? Hello? Hello, Wulan. Oh, okay. There you go. And then you open it, and then they got the card in there for you. If you've never bought Nishane, I've gotten Tesla bottles, but you know when I ain't paid full price. So they've been talking. Oh my God, this is like the best tea-based thing ever. So now we gonna find out. Do y'all hear my grandson jumping above my head? Do y'all hear that? Huh. Okay. So this is a box I'm gonna keep because I like, you know, I don't keep all my boxes anymore. I had to stop keeping all the boxes because that was becoming too much. Okay, so let's spray it out and let's see how it smells. Of course, this will be a first impression. I mean, he's for real jumping up and down. Do y'all hear that? And now he gonna jump around and yell. What the hell? Okay, so this is Oolong Cha. I see why they like it. It's a really fresh, citrusy tea based. It's kind of woody. I'm gonna have to see how it smells on me. I mean, if I don't like it, it's gonna be somebody's present. Or I can sell it, you know what I'm saying? But I do like it. It's kind of fresh. I would definitely wear it in the summertime. I would not wear this here in the cold, but I kind of like, what are they doing upstairs? I hear stuff. I don't know. Then I got another one. I got Nanshi. For some reason, this has been one that I've been wanting because I saw the notes. I don't know nothing about it, but I know I like the notes. D'Angelo said I will probably like it. Y'all know what I like, so maybe I will. We'll see, hopefully. So now no, that's Tink. That's her screaming. What's she screaming about? She probably wants some food. That girl eats all the time. To be so little, Tinkerbell is only, she don't even weigh no weight. She don't weigh nothing. Y'all, she barely weigh 20 pounds. That girl's still wearing size 3 baby shoes. It's hard for me to buy her shoes. Because, okay, I don't know why these things don't open all the time. Do y'all have problems with these? Okay. You know what I want? I want some rib tips. That was just totally from out of nowhere. Okay. I don't know what happened to me right at that moment. But I just thought I want some rib tips. So Nanshi. I don't remember the notes, but I was thinking this was going to be really cute for the summer, spring and summer. And I like Nishane. I do. As a house, I do. Do y'all like Nishane? Which ones do you like? Anyway, let's see how this smells. No, ain't no here. I'm just tearing paper, y'all. We just tearing paper. We just gonna see how this shit smells. And this is good because I'm doing like a haul now, so I can put these away or put them to the side for me to really wear. Okay. Oh, she's good. Yup, he was right. This is so me. This is kind of like Vain and Naive, though. It's like an upgrade of Vain and Naive, almost, because it's kind of fruity, powdery. Why is she screaming? She's been doing this lately. She don't get her way. She falls out, y'all. I mean, literally, she'll just fall on the floor and just be like, ah! And look at you like, Okay, so I'm loving this. Oh, yes, this is me. It's kind of floral. It's got a little powdery muskiness. Oh, yes, she's cute. Okay, so those were those. Now, before I forget, that's not all I bought. There's another whole thing I'm waiting for, but that's a project thing. So we're gonna. That's something totally different. I bought for myself because it's a little project I have that I'm working on. If you watched, if you don't, you should watch the me and Jerry's podcast with Vincent from Dreamhouse Curio, because at the very end I talked about one of my little projects. So the other thing, and I was going back and forth, but then I was like, the deal is good. So Bath and Body Works had candles $12.95, but I had a 25% off coupon, so they went down to like $9.17. So I bought some candles. So let me show y'all what I got. So I got this one. It's called Sunset Desert. I don't know why it's doing that. And this is juicy pomegranate, cracked peppercorn, rich patchouli. Oh, I like it. Cause I was like, cause I've been on this anyway. So I got this one, and I need to put these away. So that's why I'm doing all this. Then I get brown sunset twice. Y'all, my dumb oh no, that's Sunset Desert. This is Sunset Desert. I was about to say I bought the same damn candle twice. Then I brought Bronzed Sunset. This one is Exotic Coconut Island Wave Soft Musk. I've been getting quite a few coconut ones lately. I won't do, I'm going to try to burn them all a little bit so I can smell them. And then we'll talk about them all because I bought quite a few of the newer ones. I didn't get every newer one I want. If they, hopefully at this semi-annual sale, they'll have quite a few on sale because that's when I'm going to go. So that's my goal is I'm going to hit some stores and look for candles primarily. I'm not really looking for body care, maybe a little bit, a few things if they go on sale like the body butters, which they never do. Okay, so anyway, let me start talking. See, this is why these motherfuckers is unedited. Then I got Dark Amber and Oud. Now I got two of these. This is not for me. This is for DJ. He's moving. I'm holding it. And then I gave one to Brandon early for her Father's Day because this is, so I bought these for them, even though I love them. But this is just a sexy man's house. If you are a sexy man watching this, or if you have a sexy man in your life, you should get him this. This is Dark Golden Amber, Fresh Rainwater, and Oud. And this is sexy. This just says, yes, I got it all together. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know why this child was crying like that. Then I got Under the Sun. And then this one is Sweet Coconut, Sunny Banana, Warm Jasmine. And it's kind of interesting because I wasn't sure about this one, but then I was like, let's just try something different, Louise. Everything don't have to smell the same. Because I tend toward, especially in the spring and summer, I like fresh ones, watery ones, kind of that. I like coconut, but it's got to be a really mild coconut. And florals. I do a lot of florals. And then I got this one, which is Sunrise Marina. And this is Coastal Air, Blue Cypress, Oud Wood. See, Coastal Air, those kind of stuff. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's kind of good. We'll have to try this one, see how it smells. Okay, and then the last thing I got was Pink Peach Blossom. Now this was definitely going out of my comfort. Peach Nectar, Magnolia Petals, and Sweet Mandarin. No, it really wasn't. Oh, but it do smell peachy, y'all. I hope this smells good when it burns because it's giving like ripe peach, honey. Ripe peach, yes. Okay. Now, showing you all I have. I have given you everything that's in my head. And we've had a little haul. This has been an awesome unedited LuuLuu. I did a lot. I could have done some more shit. Okay. But anyway, so that is it for today. I'm about to stop this, post it up, and be done. Because that's how I roll. And y'all have a great day. Tell me what's going on in your life, hoes. I really want to hear about it. See you later.